We are finally doing my room slash YouTube studio tour. This is what you guys have been asking me to do for a long time, and I technically did do this video about 2 years ago, but I never had any interest in uploading it for you all. But now I don't want to do that stupid idea, and I actually want to post this for you all, as well as go through everything you are all looking for in this video. So we're going through all my PlayStation games, all of these cool looking objects and items on my shelves, all of the plushes in my plush collection, and everything else you are looking for. So first off guys, on the outside of my door right here to my room, we actually have my name stock on here. Now this was only just recently added, and it's not like we've had this since the day I moved into this house. This was only just added like a few months ago or something. But now when we open the door, the craziness happens guys. But when we close the door right here, you're actually greeted to some bathroom dressing gowns right here. So this one I've had for a good amount of years, and it hasn't really been touched a lot. And of course we have got the SpongeBob dressing gown right here, which honestly looks fitting, I'm not gonna lie. Now if we move on over to the right over here, we've of course got our radiator, of course, because whenever it's winter I do get cold in here guys. Now, there are some posters just besides this Fantastic Four poster right here and this G logo, but I can't show them, of course, because they do leak with my real name, and you may have seen them in the past, guys, and I don't want to go on about them in this video. But we've got this Fantastic Four poster right here, which I saw last July, and I thought this was honestly fitting for my room, as it was one of my favourite Marvel movies from last year, guys. And yeah, honestly fits in perfect, you know, I'm not going to lie. And if we move on over here, we've actually got this G logo right here, so the first letter of my name. And if you do take it off the wall, it actually does light up, guys. So I'll just give you a little look of what it looks like. Honestly incredible, it still works. We've literally had this for years. And then when we move away from my G light right here, we introduce you all to my shelves of glory. So let's start off with the bottom shelf. So the first thing hanging down from it is this medal right here. Now I can't show you all the other side of it because it does leak my secondary school name. But a fun fact about this medal guys, you all see that hole in the wall right there? Well, when I was doing my Patrick rolls for Demetrio Doggo Plush's Patrick collab, I had the idea of my Funko Pop Patrick sitting on my jukebox here, and my main Patrick throwing himself onto the Funko Pop Patrick, and so he would go ahead and land onto the wall, but I had to record that like multiple times, and so on one take when I was doing that, he actually threw himself onto the medal right here, or he actually dragged the medal with him onto the wall, and so that's when it probably went ahead and smashed onto the wall because of my Funko Pop Patrick, you know, catching it and throwing it onto the wall with him. So yeah, and I've done nothing about it since because I wanted to mark that as a big memory of what happened, you know, when I was doing that video. So, you know, I've not done anything about it since. So that's a bit of history right there, guys, not gonna lie. Anyway, moving on. So onto the shelf now. So we have quite a few SpongeBob figures right here, as you can see, both Funko Pop and U-Chews. You've got this ice cream creation right here that I made in art classes at my school. We've got a Funko Pop right here that almost looks like me, but it isn't really, but it still looks good in the setup. We have this little lamp right here, which I used to use a lot in my childhood, but barely gets used nowadays, if I'm honest, guys. And you may have seen it in some of my plush videos in the 2021 days. On my second shelf over here, there's quite a lot of stuff. So we have this little London store right here, which, yes guys, I do live quite close to London, and so I got this on one of my trips from about 10 years ago. You have my Funko Pop SpongeBob right here, who is sitting on top of a pot right here, which I also created in art class, along with this little cup right here, which I also made. And you've also got two little trophies right here, guys. Now, this silver one right here does leak my primary school name, so I can't show you all in detail. But this golden one at the back here was actually one I got myself, you know, especially for my plush videos. And then, of course, down here, you've got Creeper down here from the Minecraft series. You've got this little Panda Bamboo little set, which I've kept some of my money in sometimes. we still have this little evergreen Christmas tree set right here, which I got for Christmas one year and I still haven't used, guys. So I'm considering on getting rid of it soon, or using it at some point, maybe this Christmas, so it just doesn't get left sometime in the future. And right here, guys, this is 10-year-old me when I was actually starring in one of the biggest shows of my life at my primary school. And so I've kept this on my shelf since to recap that big memory. Unbelievable, that was nearly 10 years ago. I'm getting so old, guys. Now, onto my top shelf. So as you can see down here, first of all, we have some of my Minecraft creations right here, from Lego sets right here that I got, and I made a video on them. And of course, guys, we have my 1,000 subscriber play button, but also behind it is my 300 sub one. But yeah, I've not really decided to separate them both, so I've just kept the 1,000 sub one in front of it, if I'm honest with you all, because I felt that was the best decision, and there was no other places for the 300 play button. And just next to it, we have this little creation of a rainbow I made with twigs during lockdown, guys, of 2020, which you still can't get over it. That is literally going to be a memory, not probably just for me, but all of you guys, just thinking about lockdown, no matter how many years it has been, you know. And of course, to finish it all off, we have this little Funko Pop Patrick here in his Rick form from the Fire Cook Games episode, and this little spaceship bottle, which lights up, by the way, guys, and it's not one you can drink out of, but I have had since my childhood, basically. Real quickly before we continue, guys, I must have a drink break. Because that was a lot of talking for a 4-minute clip, guys, and I can't do any more of that without staying hydrated. Now, let's continue. So, if we come below the shelves now, we'll introduce you all to my jukebox. Now, I have had this since Christmas 2021, and you may remember when it was the big bomb machine in my SpongeBob plush series, but I was only using it for the bomb machine in that finale because there was nothing else as big as that and as perfect as that to use for the finale, guys. So don't question a bee about it and why it was used, because it's the only best thing I had that was, you know, the perfect size for a bomb machine. Now, if we move away from that, we introduce you all to my PlayStation games over here, my PlayStation shelves. So both PS4 and PS5 games. Now, before anyone asks me, no, I do not play every single one of these games in the collection. So before anyone asking me and being like, you play Call of Duty, you play Resident Evil in this collection? Well, no, that is not the case, because my dad actually got these for himself, and so he always spends some of his time in here playing the games, and not just me. So yeah, he plays his own games that he's collected, so it's not just me, guys, who's on the PlayStation 5 all the time. So if you ever see me playing Resident Evil or Call of Duty on there, just know that that's my dad. So yeah. Now, above these games, we have this Sonic Colors Ultimate set right here, which we didn't have any space for that, guys, for the collection. But above that, we have my Sonic controller holder over here, and you may remember also that I've used him in a various amount of plush videos of mine too, which I like the look of, and I think he fits in well right next to my TV, guys, which we'll get into now. So yeah, this is the TV, guys, which I have been having for only a few months, guys. I did have one before this one, before Christmas of last year, but we've thrown it away now after a good amount of years, so rest in peace to it. But it's definitely got a better 4K picture, I will be honest with you all, and it's definitely a lot more smaller, that it doesn't take so much space. But yeah, this is basically what we use for my live streams most of the time, and some of my gameplay videos, really. Yeah, basically for gameplay. So yeah, well, if it's on Roblox or any other games basically on the PlayStation, so yeah. Now, if we go over here, right here, guys, we actually have this little star projector, which I'll turn it on, by the way, guys. And I have had this since Christmas 2022. And it actually projects itself up onto the ceiling. And I think this is something almost perfect for my room as well. And especially some of my videos and live streams. So I've kept using it since, and I think it's perfect, you know. And it's a cool look for the room. Now, of course, also on the table, we have my PlayStation 5 controller right here, along with the other one that Sonic is holding, and some other controllers right here. You may think these are PS2 or PS3 controllers, but they're actually controllers that I have for this game cable that is behind my TV, that I got for Christmas, and I'm able to use to play a lot of retro games, guys, which I'm really proud of. And of course, you've got the TV that comes, you've got the TV remote that comes with the TV, guys, because why couldn't you have it, of course. And down below it, you've of course got the seat right here that comes with this desk, because originally I was using this desk in my old flat and the TV wasn't sitting on it, guys. It was actually used for a different desk, so one of these kind of desks right here, guys. So yeah, now down below the chair, we have both my PS5 and PS4. So yeah, for the last few years, I have been keeping this PS4 down here, guys, and I haven't been really using it that much. But there have been times where I have been getting it back out to see if anything has changed, really. But yeah, the PS5 is what I've been using most, and I was lucky enough able to get a stand for it too, along with a bin right there, guys, that I have come in handy as well. And a few wires at the back as well, which I won't go into detail, but yeah. Now, if we move on over, we have these two biggie Zoodle, SpongeBob and Squidward plushes right here, which I have talked about in my videos before, and how they are way too big that they can't go anywhere else but down in this corner right here. And right behind them, guys, we have the wardrobe. So yeah, this wardrobe I have had pretty much just maybe a few months after I moved into the house, because I remember when I first moved in, I didn't have it straight away. But if we take you through, the bottom shelf does have a few of my pajamas, but it also comes with my whole SpongeBob DVD collection. And the shelf above it has all of my other clothes in it, guys, because why wouldn't we store those away in something like this, guys? And of course, when you open the big doors, we have a whole load of other clothes. Isn't that glorious to look at, guys? And down below, we have, it's quite a big mess, guys, so I apologise, but we have a few other things that I've been collecting here. And down below here, guys, is where I store some of the dollars, plankton figures, and secret formula pieces of papers that I also use for my plush video, guys. Any of my plush videos. So there's another fact. So that is the wardrobe. And above it, you have some other little decorations. So we have this Toy Story pillow, which I've had for a long time. And you may remember some of my first plush videos actually feature it, or have it in the background. So that's come in handy. You've got a few board games down below here, which I also have come in handy. One of my Gary slippers right here, which you've probably seen in most of my 2021 plush videos. But it does suck that one of his eyes right here has become very floppy right here and hasn't been great for my plush videos since. So yeah, rest in peace to that eye. And that little box up there is where I've stored all of my other plushes, guys, for my other plush videos. And yeah, other characters you may not recognise, basically, along with another pillow in the back there. So that's my wardrobe, guys, and the drawers down below it. Now, if we move on over to the corner right here where my plushes are at, we have a ring light. Now, I've had this for a few years, but I haven't really been using it that much, guys, if I'm honest. The only big time I have used it was when I was reacting to the Red Cliff Railway Tales Railway's Last Stand movie on my live stream from Boxing Day 2023, where maybe you could kind of tell that it was a ring light that I was using for the light of my room instead of anything else, really. So yeah, that was all I was really using for that live stream for lighting, if I'm honest, because I wanted to test it out. Now, moving on over, we have some more drawers. But these ones actually come with some Mr. Bean stickers on them, which I got from collecting the DVDs. So yeah, I've had them since about maybe 10 or 11 years old, and they've not peeled off or anything since, which I'm pleased about. But of course, guys, when you open them, you get nothing else in here but a whole load more of DVDs. So we've not just got a whole load of other SpongeBob DVDs in here, guys, but we've also got some other ones of a few other movies that I've been watching during my childhood. So both Christmas themed and Halloween themed and all of that, or any other special occasion. And in the corner you've got Mr. Bean ones, and Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, and a few other DVDs down here of some of my plays I did in primary school. But guys, one that makes me feel so proud of though, is I can't show you this in detail completely in the whole cover because it will leak my primary school name, but this Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat DVD, guys, is the actual show, guys, where I starred as Joseph and no other character in December 2017. And this is basically what I was talking about a moment ago, guys, about that picture up there on my shelves. That is me doing that show, guys. And so, yeah, I've got the DVD of it down below here when I did it in my primary school. So that is a big DVD and probably my most favourite DVD in the collection, just because of it having me as the starring role. And the drawer down below is just a whole load of other DVDs, guys, so we won't get into those. Now, again, guys, before we continue, another drink break. Because this video is getting quite hard to do now, guys. I've spent like an hour trying to get this done, but it's been super hard. And we still got a bit more to get through, so let's try and get this done as soon as possible. So as we come above the drawers right here, we have a whole load of other stuff above it. So we have this Minecraft fire torch, which I've kept out here, guys. And so I think it's incredible because I've been able to use this for a little short that I used with my creeper toy. And it honestly fits in to show you all how I'm not just collecting SpongeBob stuff and Mr. Bean stuff and other stuff, but also a lot of Minecraft stuff nowadays, guys. So yeah. Now, just right next to it, we also have some records right here, which I've been keeping in the collection for my record player. Because yes, guys, recently I did get this record player for Christmas, and I'm pleased by that because I can now actually listen to music through a disc, you know, instead of it just being going into the machine and, you know, like CDs are like, guys, you know what I mean? It just feels so clever how they do it. And just above the record player right here, guys, we have both this little spiky toy, which I mentioned to you all a few years ago, and of course my hat collection. So yeah, we've got a few various hats here, but my most favourite of these all is the Michael Jackson hat right here. This one I actually got from the Michael Jackson musical, which I saw from August of 2025, so last year, and another Nike one down below it. But yeah, it was a W show to describe to you all. So yeah, and it's worth pointing out, if you are a Michael Jackson fan, that is something to see. So yeah. Now, just above that, we have SpongeBob stuff again. So we have this pinball set, which I've been collecting, along with this Gary Funko Pop for the SpongeBob Search for SquarePants movie, which I haven't took out of its box, because if I ever wanted to go and put it on sale or something, I could do just that and get my money back or something. So I haven't had it out of its box just yet, in case I ever wanted to do that, you know. And down below that, guys, we also have the little SpongeBob 2026 planner, which I've been using for my note series, if you all remember that. So yeah, and just down below it, we also have a chicken and hot dog set, which I also have, along with the claw machine, which I used in one of my plush videos from 2021, guys, just to point that out. Now, into the other corner over here of my room. So down below here, guys, this little box down here features some more DVDs of mine, but up above it are my computers here, guys, and the computer stand. So basically, this is the stand I use for when I'm live streaming and doing my live streams on the computer. So I have my computers normally standing on this to prevent it from overheating and all of that. So it's very fitting, you know, and honestly suits me, because then I don't have to deal with the stream, you know, freezing or anything. Then, of course, we've got my computer. So we have my Chromebook in this little case right here, which I've only been using for StreamYard live streams. And then, of course, we have the big grey one right here, which is my computer which I use for OBS and where most of my live streams take place on, guys. So all of my weekly Sunday live streams, basically. If you want to look at it in full detail, then I'd suggest checking out my live streams video I did on how I set them up. So yeah. Now then, right next to it, we have a few other things. So we actually had this little star plush right here, which was random that I got, guys, but it goes to my plush collection, I won't lie. And we have this SpongeBob hat right here, which I've still kept down here for a long time and not touched since, if I'm honest with you all, because you may remember my most popular plush video, SpongeBob vs Bikini Bottom, features this hat, by the way. And I honestly can't believe it grew to get 4,000 viewers, so I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me with that video and this hat featuring in it. And of course, guys, up above it, above this brown chest right here, which there's a lot of toys still featured in there, guys, we have my whole SpongeBob, Mr. Bean and Mario plush collection, guys. So yeah, we've got all of the main SpongeBob plushes right here, including the creepy ones. You've got the Mr. Bean plushes right here, which I've stored in the corner, along with Mario and Luigi. All of my Funko Pop SpongeBob plushes right here. And basically all the other plushes are on the other side right here. But but I'm not going to show it just because they're all in the big state right now, and I don't think it's right I should show it because, you know, you want things to just be neat and tidy if I'm honest for this video. But yeah, that's basically a look of all my plushes. Drink break again, guys. Man, we have gone on forever doing this video, but we're almost done now, so we should be good and not have to have another drink break. Anyway, so, right next to the plushes right here, guys, is, of course, my bed right here. So, I'm honestly pleased with this bed because this is actually an adjustable bed right here, which I've got the remote to move it up and down right here. There you guys go. And I actually only got this with the help of my nanny because ever since she moved out of her house from a few years ago, and you may remember it when I had a few plush videos in there and a few of my live streams, she actually gave me this bed, and so I felt really pleased and thankful for her giving me this, honestly, because it's honestly better than the other bed given the state it was, me having it for a whole load of years. And above the bed, guys, we have this massive London picture right here, as you all can see. Now, I didn't just get this randomly, guys, and this was like a present for me or something. I've actually had this since the passing of one of my friends, Margaret, and she sadly passed away in 2017, and so I have had this picture since to remember her, if I'm honest. So I'm always going to remember her just because of this picture and just because of how much I think it's a perfect masterpiece for her house. So yeah. And the last thing for this tour video, guys, is my bedside table along with the drawers down below it. So the first thing that's probably catching your eye, guys, is the fact I have 2 alarm clocks. So to tell you all the truth, I use this one for waking up on weekends, and I use the PlayStation alarm clock right here, which I only got recently, for waking up during weekdays, because this one I feel is more quieter and I feel alright waking up to compared to this one, if I'm honest. But this one has a radio built in it, by the way, guys. Fun fact. So yeah. Now, the other stuff that's on this table is a massive turbo fan, which I got recently, but it will come in handy when it gets hot soon in the summer. We have this calendar down here, which is another London one, by the way, because I always get calendars every year for Christmas for the following year, guys, if you all didn't know. And down below it, all of the drawers I have right here. So the first one has my medication in it, so I don't think it's worth showing you all that. The second one right here has another various of things stored away in it, including that SpongeBob keychain right there, and a little party cannon I used for when I hit 1k. And there's another one in there for whenever I feel like it. And the bottom one here, guys, actually has some more medication, but a headphone set, and yeah, some various other things in there, to tell you all the truth. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention about these 2 mats right here, guys, because some of you all will be complaining at me when this goes up that you didn't put them in the video. So this little gaming mat down here, I have had for a few years, and it just shows you all I'm a true gamer. And this mat down here is the one I always use to wake up and stand up on first thing every morning. And with that, guys, oh my gosh, that is the end of this Mr. George room / YouTube studio tour video. So I hope I've covered almost everything in this video for you all, and I didn't miss out on anything. But there were a few things I did have to avoid showing in this video, so that includes my real name, and anything else that involves such as my secondary school and primary school names and all of that. So yeah, those are the things I did have to avoid showing in this video. But I hope I still covered almost everything in the video for you all, and if there is 1 or 2 things I didn't mention, do tell me in the comments down below, and I may show it soon. But yeah, I have spent over an hour trying to do this video for you all, and it's been really tiring. So I could really do with you guys liking this video and subscribing if you are new, because I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, there's only going to be many more memories being made in this room from this point onwards, guys. Thank you all for watching.